Hey Taurus, thanks for checking out your weekly forecast for March 27th through April 2nd. This is going to be a general reading for the Taurus collective, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Keep in mind that this is a general reading, therefore, not every single message is going to resonate, and that's okay. Take what does, leave what doesn't. You may need a private reading, and if so, this is a good week to schedule one. I am having a sale. I'll talk about that at the end. For now, we're just going to focus on the messages that are coming up here in the week ahead for the Taurus collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, and we're going to get right on into it here. Move you all just a little bit closer. And the first card coming up here for the Taurus collective is the Lovers. This could be a significant soulmate connection here for some of you, potentially a Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. If you have Gemini placements, there could be big changes or big shifts happening for you in those houses or in those areas of your life. Now, this card is kind of a special card for me in my readings in that it has a little bit of a twist, a little bit of an added meaning. And this is going to happen for readers who've been reading for a long time. You know, different readers are going to have certain cards that have a little extra twist. And the Lover's card is one of those cards for me, okay? Obviously, this can definitely be in your romantic life, in your love life. But if you're new to my channel, in the weekly forecast, I try to focus on other areas of life because there's so many love readings out there. And I tend to do love readings separately on my channel. That doesn't mean that this can't be applying in a romantic sense for some of you. But regardless of if it's love life or some other area of your life, maybe multiple areas of your life, this is a card that comes up for me when sometimes we don't know what we want. We're not sure about what we want, and we might be asking the universe for something, and our angels and guides are like, oh gosh, like we want to fulfill your order here, but you're being so very vague. Like it's a very vague order, and we're not really, like, we're not here to override your free will. So we're trying to help you out figuring out what you want by bringing you into like a time of like the buffet, bringing you like into the time of like, you know, sampling things. And so there might be a lot of different opportunities that are coming up right now, a lot of different options, and it's just kind of for you to taste and sample and see what you like and figure out what you like, figure out what you want. So there could be a time of just experiences. You may be manifesting or calling in here different experiences to have, and you're being asked, do you want this or do you want something else? And so it's a time of choosing. Sometimes this card can also be about deciding, like, what do we want and what are we willing to do to get it? What are the deal breakers? How much work is too much work? You know, what are we willing to sacrifice? What will we absolutely positively not sacrifice? So even in romantic situations, you might be wondering, is this relationship worth having? Or do I want a relationship, or do I want to be single? Or do I want to be married, or do I want to have just more of like a long-term partner or companion? Do I want a serious relationship, or do I just want to have a lover? Or, you know, like it's decisions and choices here. And so you may be kind of trying to get clear about what you want, and you may have the universe giving you options to choose from and to decide like what it is that you want to make a priority right now. The next card that's coming up here for the Taurus collective is the Two of Cups. So definitely could be some changes here in love life. Now, maybe some of you have been in that period of sampling already, and maybe you're tired of sampling, and maybe some of you are wanting to have a romantic relationship or a romantic connection. Two of Cups is oftentimes seen as a love card. And so we're going to go and we're going to look at this message here. I know some of you are groaning, oh God, love, I don't want to hear it. Just give me a second here and I'll talk about if you're completely closed off to love, I'll talk about how this card could apply if you're completely closed off to love. But typically, Lover's card, Two of Cups, we see this as love and romance. So love and romance situation, maybe some of you have been sampling and trying things out, and now you know what you want. Two of Cups is soulmate love. Two of Cups is true love. It's union. It's also a card that for me in my readings is like when giver meets giver. Unfortunately, when we give, we attract a lot of people who take. And the taker is going to take until there's nothing left to take, and then they're gone. They bounce. And so for me, in my experience, Two of Cups comes up when it's two people that have had that experience of like giving and getting nothing back. And now these two people find each other, they come together, and these are the kinds of relationships that can last forever because both people are invested. Both people are thinking about the other person. What can I do for my person today? How can I be there for my person today? And so this is a relationship where both people are feeding the relationship and caring for the relationship and being considerate of each other's needs. And so it really flourishes. Also, in my experience, this is the kind of connection and the kind of relationship where you're able to communicate clearly. Like if there are issues and problems, you're able to talk about it. Things don't turn into a screaming match. Things don't like abruptly, escalate and, insecurities and jealousies taking over. It's being able to communicate clearly, effectively, and resolve situations without them being fights. So this could even be the kind of relationship where there's never an argument. There's never any fighting. That doesn't mean you agree on everything. It just means that the things you don't agree about, you're able to talk about maturely, calmly, and come to solutions together. Now, if you're completely closed off to love, as I said, this could be lovers, could be other areas of your life, deciding what you want, what you're willing to do to get it. And Two of Cups could be that you're calling in more support into your life. Harmonious connections, harmonious relationships, people who have your back. They're not leaving everything on your shoulders. Clear communication, being able to get along with others better, being in the flow, just harmonious connections and support. If you're just completely totally like, no, I don't want love, you can still experience Two of Cups energy in this way. Oh, holy cannoli. Holy cannoli. Okay, so the next card here is King of Cups. So again, with love and romance, this is a card that oftentimes gets typecast as like life partner energy. So some of you may really be manifesting that right now. You have a lot of cards that are typically associated with love and romance. The King of Cups is also a card that is masculine water sign energy. So Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancerian. So maybe some of you are seeking this person out to have a relationship with him. Or maybe this is somebody that some of you are going to for advice or for counsel. Some of you may be manifesting a King of Cups person coming into your life. Some of you may be stepping into King of Cups energy. But the thing about the King of Cups is this is somebody who is mature, emotionally stable, emotionally available, also very generous. And so you may be coming into these characteristics or attracting somebody with these characteristics. Also, the King of Cups for me in my readings is a card that can come up sometimes when we're learning to balance our generosity with our like being respected. Okay, because the King of Cups is very generous, but he's nobody's fool. He's not going to be taken advantage of. He's not going to be taken advantage of. And so there could be something here in terms of like boundaries, expectations, communicating these things. Like, I can help you, I can be there for you, but here's my expectations, or here's how it's going to be. So you're not just going to go and be generous and helpful and giving to people who are taking advantage or who are, you know, being a freeloader kind of situation. So if you've been dealing with freeloaders or anything like that, this could be coming out of that kind of a cycle. I do see that sometimes with the King of Cups in my readings. The next card here is the Seven of Wands. And the Seven of Wands is a card that can come up to say, you know, things are good. We're in a good place. Some of you have heard me say this is a card that can come up that says, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Seven of Wands for me is a card that comes up to say, like, we don't need to do anything extreme right now. Like, this isn't the time to do something really over the top. This isn't the time to try to overly reinvent ourselves or become somebody else, or be something that we're seeing in our mind as like extraordinary. You don't have to be quote unquote extraordinary. Like, there's nothing wrong with who you are, how you've come into a situation. And the Seven of Wands says, just keep coming in this way. So maybe some of you are currently in a relationship with someone and you're really excited about it and you really want it to work out. And Seven of Wands is saying, just keep showing up and just keep being yourself. That's all you have to do. You don't have to do anything over the top to impress this person. If it's not love and romance, if it's other areas of your life, Seven of Wands is just telling you again, keep going. Don't feel like you have to do something to reinvent yourself or do something to push the situation faster. Just keep showing up. Just keep showing up as you, as yourself. Just keep doing what you're doing. You may want to check out your other placements. Sometimes your other placements might resonate more than your sun sign. There's a playlist in the description that will take you to my scheduling, page for the private readings. I'm jumping in, I'm all over the place here. There's a playlist that will take you to the other videos. There's a playlist that will take you to the love and romance videos if you want to watch those. And if you would like to schedule a private reading with me, there's links in the description to do that. I am having a sale right now through the 31st on the 30-minute video readings, which usually go for $50. Right now I'm doing those for $25. So check those out and see if there's any readings that look good to you that you might want to schedule. Click on the link. It will take you to calendly.com/amethystangelite, and you'll be able to schedule with me there. I thank you all for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. I hope you all have a fabulous week ahead. Take care and be well, my dears.